She is older, I'm younger, and I love her. She walks with calm steps, as if time itself moves aside for her. Every wrinkle upon her hand is not age. It is a story carved by love and patience. I used to think love meant perfection, but she taught me it means truth. It means the beauty of being real, even when the world demands masks. She is older, I am younger. But tell me, how can numbers define a soul? Her smile holds the sunrise. Mine still chases the night. Yet when we meet, the sky learns what balance means. She has lived through storms. I am still learning to stand in rain. But when she looks at me, I feel like I have known 1,000 peaceful summers. They ask, how can you love her? And I say, how can I not? For in her eyes, I found a wisdom that silences my fears. In her touch, I found a gentleness that no youth could ever know. In her laughter, I found the rhythm of forever. She doesn't try to be young. She already carries the grace of all ages. She doesn't chase the world. The world chases the calm she brings. Her silence heals. Her words awaken. When she speaks, I listen not with ears, but with my entire soul. Sometimes I wonder, did destiny plan this? Did time write our names on the same page, just to show the world that love needs no rules? Because when I hold her hand, I don't feel the gap of years. I feel the bridge of hearts. She says, one day I will grow even older. And I smile. I will grow with you. Maybe my hair will turn gray beside hers. Maybe I will still be the young fool who brings her flowers, even when she forgets the days. Love like this is not rebellion. It is revelation. It reveals how the universe laughs at what we call limits. Age is just a number. But connection is divine. She is my teacher, my muse, my calm. The sunset that teaches the dawn how to shine softly. When I look at her, I see not the past. I see timeless beauty, the kind that hearts recognize before eyes do. If love is measured by depth, then ours is an ocean. If love is measured by time, then ours has already reached eternity. So let the world question. Let whispers rise. We will keep loving in the language only our souls understand. Because she is older, I am younger, and I love her. Not because I should, but because destiny smiled and said, this is how love is meant to be. Unusual, untamed, unforgettable, she told me once. Love me gently, for my heart has seen winters you never walked through. And I whispered, then let me be your spring. Because every time she closes her eyes, I see the shadows of memories that tried to steal her smile. And every time she opens them, I promise myself, I will never let her cry again. She carries the scent of forgotten dreams, the kind that bloom even after the world has stopped believing. Her voice is like an old song, soft, sacred, and full of truths I didn't know I needed. When she speaks, the boy in me learns how to be a man, and the man in me learns how to stay kind. I've seen her hide her pain behind teacups, behind laughter that shakes softly like autumn leaves. She doesn't ask for anything. Not love, not pity, not forever. She just gives, endlessly. And I stand there, watching her light fill every empty corner of my life. People talk. They always do. They whisper about the years between us. But they forget. The heart doesn't count in numbers. It counts in moments. Every look she gives me is a lifetime. Every smile she hides is a prayer answered. Sometimes she calls me child, and I laugh, because she doesn't know how her love makes me ancient, older than pain, older than fear, older than anything that breaks hearts. When she touches my face, I feel both peace and promise. Peace, because she accepts me. Promise, because she believes in me. She tells me, "One day, you'll understand what I see in you." And I tell her, "One day, you'll understand what you mean to me." If love had an age, then why does my heartbeat sound like hers? If time mattered, then why do our souls speak the same language? Maybe love doesn't live in calendars. It lives in courage. I will love her through all seasons. When her hair turns silver, when her hands tremble, when her memories begin to fade. Because she once loved me, when I was still learning how to deserve her. And when the world asks me someday, "What did you find in her?" I will say, "I found home." Years passed, and the world kept turning. But my love for her never aged. It only grew softer, deeper, like a river that had found its ocean. She still laughed the same, though time had placed its gentle fingerprints upon her face. And every line, every tiny mark, was a story I was honored to read. She used to worry once that I would grow tired of her quiet ways, of her calm silences, of the way she always thought before she spoke. But she didn't understand. I had already fallen for those things. Her calm was my peace. Her silence was my prayer. And her presence, my forever. I remember one evening, rain touching the windows, her hands wrapped around a cup of tea, and she said, "You could have loved someone younger, someone the world would have approved of." I smiled and replied, "I didn't fall in love with approval. I fell in love with you." There's a beauty in loving someone who's seen the world before you. She taught me patience. She taught me grace. And most of all, she taught me that love isn't loud. It's steady. The kind that waits for you at night, without asking where you've been. The kind that forgives before you even say, "I'm sorry." The kind that holds your hand without needing to be seen. Her gray hairs never made her less beautiful. They made her divine. Each strand of silver was a memory of survival, a silent crown she wore with dignity. I remember touching her hair once and saying, "If this is what time does to you, then I will thank time forever." She laughed softly and whispered, "Then time has already blessed us both." People still looked. They always looked. But we stopped caring long ago. Love had made us fearless, untouchable, holy in our own quiet world. When we walked together, our steps didn't match in rhythm, but our hearts did. And that was enough. There were nights when she would stare at the moon and say, "I don't know how much time I have left." And I would hold her hand and answer, "Enough to be loved endlessly." Because true love isn't measured in years or days. It's measured in how deeply you make someone feel safe. As the seasons kept passing, I realized something profound. She wasn't just my love. She was my teacher, my home, my softest goodbye, and my strongest reason to stay. She taught me that sometimes love doesn't need to win. It only needs to exist. And when her laughter finally grew faint, when her eyes slowly closed one last time, she smiled. Because even then, she knew I would never stop loving her. I still sit by that same window. The rain still falls, and I still whisper her name, not as a memory, but as a prayer. Because love like ours doesn't die. It just changes form and becomes the light that never leaves. She was older. I was younger. But between us, there was no time, no difference, no distance. Only love. Pure, endless, eternal.